Alright guys, get ready for a half hour of talking, most likely. So we are here in, I guess we're just going to call it Dark Firelink. Um, Shrine Handmaiden, we just purchased Emma's ring here. A ring engraved with a portrait of the High Priestess. Alright, so the High Priestess is Emma. I think we can get that lore again from her banner. No. Small banner. No. Probably from the Covenant item she gives us. Was that what she gave us? I don't remember where we get it. Maybe we haven't gotten it yet. She is definitely, Emma rather, is definitely the High Priestess. I know once we get some of Lothric's stuff, it'll mention that it's blessed by Emma. The High Priestess has long been considered one of the three pillars of the King's rule. So the three pillars would be the High Priestess, the Knights, and the Scholars. I'm not sure where it mentions it, but once we get all these rings, they'll all say that. And there's some artwork around the game that will picture all the three of those. And then, of course, you got the King's Black Hands, which is like a fourth kind of in the shadows kind of sect. And then this last sentence: the High Priestess also served as the Prince's wet nurse. Well, the reason you need a wet nurse is because the Queen of Lothric, married to the former King Osiris, was initially revered as a goddess of fertility and bounty. After giving birth to Ocelot, her youngest, she quietly disappeared. So she bounced, and she bounced, and Emma took over. That's speculation. I mean, she could have been there even with the Queen being there. But here's my question: why does the Shrine Handmaid have it? I mean, she's very similar to Emma in the fact that they both sit here in chairs like this, except that Emma has a different look to her, different garment she's wearing, and she doesn't have the eye thing over her eyes. So the way the Shrine Handmaid gets things, well, I have no idea how she acquires them. But once we kill things in this world, she gets hold of them, or she gets hold of boss armor and shit like that. But the only thing she sells.
Well, what can this?
Okay, I'll talk to her in a second. But this is all. This is it. This is all she sells. Some of this stuff is, common for her to sell. White summon stone, dried fingers. These are common things. Can't believe I haven't bought that yet. But the only NPC armor she has is Artorias's and Emma's. So she has this because Emma died in this either alternate timeline or future. I mean, if this is the future, she definitely died. Or is the Shrine Handmaid somehow Emma in some weird fucked up alternate reality thing that I'm not smart enough to put together?
Best not tell.
Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, what can...
Now we can talk to her.
To skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not for long. 'Tis dark for now, and not a soul stirs. But remember, fires are known to fade in quiet. Or perhaps thou'rt captive already, like the poor girl.
Okay, we're gonna have to go through that a little bit. To skirt the curse's grasp, don't tarry not for long. Don't hang out here. Well, that's the way I'm taking it. I don't have a dictionary. I'm not googling Terry. Damn it, Terry. To skirt. So I don't want to. If you want to not be cursed. Now, what is this curse? Traditionally, we're talking about.
Best not.
Curse of the Undead. Accursed Undead. That's us. Where the hell is the Dark Sun? Wouldn't it be great if they hid the Dark Sun from you? There it is. Sign of an accursed undead. Carriers of the Dark Sun are reborn after death and eventually lose their minds, turning hollow, and so it is they are driven from their homelands. So we're already cursed. Is that what she's talking about? Or is she talking about something else?
See what can be. To skirt the curse's grasp, tarry not for long. 'Tis dark for now, and not a soul stirs. But remember, fires are known to fade in quiet. Or perhaps thou art captive already, like the poor girl.
Okay, who is the poor girl?
Best not.
Is she talking about the Firekeeper from our past or alternate realm or reality? Is she talking about Arena? Fucking Carla is certainly a captive, but I don't think she's talking about her. I think it's either our Firekeeper, Henri, or Arena. Fires are known to fade in quiet. And of course over here, if this is way into the future and it's possible Andre's dead. Metal hammer passed down amongst blacksmiths of the shrine serves as a strike weapon, but also excels at reducing poise and breaking the guard of a shield. Of course, a hammer's true potential is realized in the hands of a blacksmith. This is Andre's weapon. However, metal hammer passed down amongst blacksmiths of the shrine. He ain't the only blacksmith. He ain't the only blacksmith. So, if we just go by this one piece, this could be an alternate reality, could be the future, could be the past. This could be before anything was linked. It's not. Shit, because there's dead folk over there. But Andre's not there where he's supposed to be. Grey Rat, not here. Carla, nope. Cornix, nope. Orbeck, nope. And that's right, because we did everything we could do with him. So we'll verify that Cornix is not here. He is not. Orbeck. Nope. And there's nothing down here at all. Of course, there used to be, you know, she used to have her little candle table over there. And she used to be, let me point at it with my sword. She used to be right over, yeah, like, kind of like that. Uh-huh. So, we can see here the garb of a Firekeeper. Just for verification, we'll look at her face. Remember, just like in the bell tower, black shit over their face, over their eyes. This is a dead Firekeeper. And we'll get further confirmation from this. Eyes of a Firekeeper. A pair of dark eyes, said to be the eyes of the first Firekeeper and the light that was lost by all Firekeepers to come. It reveals to the sightless Firekeepers things that they should never see. A pair of dark eyes. Said to be the eyes of a first Firekeeper. You know they're the fucking eyes of a Firekeeper, narrator. And the light that was lost by all Firekeepers to come. So what's strange is this Firekeeper is in Irina's slot. Or spot. Not slot. which could kind of tell us, if this is the future, what kind of future this was. Oh, old sword is broken in there. We can go up and we can see that the thrones are the same. You know, none of these guys are in their thrones. Let's take a trip upstairs. We don't expect to see patches. And we don't. Giant tree still here. Still giving us out that heat. But here's the difference. This door doesn't even give you a prompt to go up it. And the ladder, which is normally here, is no longer. You can still see some shadows there, but nothing. Oh. Oh my god. It's like I hadn't done this before. Oof. Just noobing it up for a minute. So we can go all the way over here, but we can't get any higher on this roof than we are right now. Well, I mean, we can do that, but I mean, we can't get all the way up the top there. And I don't think it's possible to see the top of that bell tower from down here. And we are missing crows. No crows here. Not even any sign that they used to be here. No feathers. No leftover nest bits. Not even a nest. Nothing up there at all. Hidden wall still here. Still been broken. Treasure chest still open. Now, I could be off my... I have a problem sorting out things that are just like game mechanics or things that are there that may not be like the grue being embered down in Smoldering Lake. That could just be that they wanted to look like it's hot down there. But it could mean something story-wise. So here in this place, if you're trying to determine whether this is the future, the past, or some kind of alternate reality, due to the fact that that hidden wall, if you don't hit it first in earlier Firelink, it's still a hidden wall. If you then hit it and then come here, it is open. If you take the loot out of the treasure chest in real Firelink or whatever, first Firelink, and then you come here, the treasure's missing out of the treasure chest. The only thing that screws with me on that, well, that to me would mean that Firelink is in the past, this Firelink is in the future. But like I said, the only thing that screws with me on that is that if you break the hidden wall here, I believe it breaks the hidden wall in the first Firelink. So it's hard to put that together. It's hard to make a definitive statement, but it's my belief that this is a possible future. But one of the things here's what we know: if this is indeed the future, a possible future, we know that the Shrine Handmaid survived through that shit. Somehow, Artorias dies in the mix. Ciaran dies in the mix. this place gets surrounded by Black Knights. The fire never got linked. This shit is dark as shit. Gundyr never got the fucking coiled sword jammed through his chest. And Andre's dead. None of the other NPCs ever come here. I mean, Irina does. Irina becomes a firekeeper. The normal firekeeper is nowhere to be found here. Nowhere. So Irina takes over, it looks like. That's my assessment of it. And outside of further speculation, man. Well, we can go out here and look and learn a little bit. First of all, dark, blackness, man, just darkness. I mean, just abyss-like darkness. I mean, that's the other thing. What is the connection between this and the abyss? Is the abyss just what happens when you don't link to fire? I mean, I guess it is. It makes sense. Oh, I suppose we should read the Black Knight Glaive. Glaive of the Black Knights who wander the lands used to face chaos demons. That's why they're in Smoldering Lake with the black sword and all that. The unique attack of this glaive greatly induces enemy poise, reflecting the tremendous size of the enemies that the knights have fearlessly faced. I had some piece of Black Knight gear. Yeah, it was the leggings. Black Knights who roam the lands followed him into the flame upon its linking. They became ash, but still wander the realms to this day. What are the Black Knights doing here? I know in Dark Souls 1, they are right outside of the first flame. Or the kiln of the first flame, rather. I don't know. Just a lore-heavy area, just ripe with stuffs. But let's go get Ludleth. Oh, the other thing that kind of makes me think this is a future version, or a possible future, is that messages that you write on the ground, not developer messages now. Developer messages, like in the Untented Graves versus Cemetery of Ash, there are no developer messages saying, you know, roll, hit O, whatever the fucking message said, or hit circle. However, if you write a message and then go to the other place, the messages show up like it's the same exact place, just like the hidden wall. Alright, do we want to do this yet? Yeah, we do.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
I'll speak thine heart's desire.
Ashen One, may I pose thee a question?
Ludleth.
Has the little Lord Ludleth spoken to thee of any curious matters? I sense that he possesseth some knowledge of a thing once most precious, or most terrible, now lost to the firekeepers. Pray tell, is it a matter of which I should be apprised? Farewell, may the...
Let's go talk to Mr. Luddy. camera, though.
Ah, found her, did we? And the black eyes that shimmer within, I see. 'Tis as if it were but yesterday. We did all we could to spare her from them. Much has happened since. Mayhap I should apprise thee of what the thin light of these eyes might reveal to the eyeless firekeeper. Scenes of betrayal, things never intended for her ken, visions of this age's end.
You ain't just gonna stop there.
The eyes show a world destitute of fire, a barren plain of endless darkness, a place born of betrayal. So I willed myself, Lord, to link the fire, to paint a new vision. What is thine intent? The eyes show a world destitute of fire, a barren plain of endless darkness, a place born of betrayal. So I willed myself, Lord, to link the fire, to paint a new vision. What is thine intent?
So, a lot of lore there, man. He talks about that first firekeeper as if she's in the past, which makes sense, it is in the past. But he knows where we found her. He knows about that place. How would he know about that place? Where is your... There it is. Halberd of Gundyr the Champion, received when he was charged with his duty. This old cast iron halberd has the power to break poise and is said to never crumble, seeming to suggest that Gundyr was fated to eternal service from the beginning. Damn. Portion of a steel chain used to restrain Gundyr. Gain vigor, endurance, and vitality, but take extra damage. A prisoner is one who has staked everything on a belief, a proclivity most apparent in the greatest of champions. So, used to restrain Gundyr. A prisoner is one who has staked everything on a belief, a proclivity most apparent in the greatest of champions. Alright, so... Man, seeming to suggest that Gundyr was fated to eternal service from the beginning. Gundyr is a prisoner. Could he have been imprisoned in the fucking Irithyll dungeon? I mean, who was restraining him? Who was restraining Gundyr? We can get...
Do not be.
So perhaps he will give us some new dialogue now that we know some more stuff. Shimmer stuff. Which means I'm going to kill him. Absolutely means I'm going to kill him. Let's get Gundyr's armors.
Ah, how many?
You can first.
Ashen one.
So you could tell me what you were doing still alive back there. What's new? There it is. Ancient helm of a set of cast iron armor belonging to Champion Gundyr, modeled after a former king. Gundyr, or the belated champion, was bested by an unknown... Damn, I can't read. Was bested by an unknown warrior. He then became sheathed to a coiled sword in the hopes that someday the first flame would be linked once more. Well, that kind of makes you think, what kind of fucking idiot can't say, man, what a reader. Was bested by an unknown warrior, we'll call it us. He then became sheathed to a coiled sword in the hopes that someday the first flame would be linked once more. Now, we didn't stab him with that coiled sword, though. And he didn't have it in him in the dark Firelink area. He had no sword sticking through him. He didn't have that black abyss yet coming out of him either. Even though he was in him. Whatever. Modeled after a former king. Which former king? Osiris? Perhaps? I mean, it does look like old King Dorian, I think, from Demon Souls. But just more food to chew on, though. I have some more. Did we read that? Yeah, we did. Guesses about Gundyr, but I don't want to just yet because we haven't gotten to the point where I should stop and start talking about that. It's further on. But this raises the question of time. At least in my mind, it may not yours. So it talks about Gundyr as if he was stabbed after he was defeated, and then he was stabbed with a sword, and then he became sheathed to the sword. Blah 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 blah. He was also a prisoner somewhere. He was chained up. We know he's gigantic. We know there was a cell for a giant in the Irithyll dungeon, but there is a giant in there. We need to go talk to some scholars about all this, man. An arena over here.
Welcome home, speak then.
Well, let's do it. Oh, nope. We need to reload the area. And I swear to God, Ludleth, if you don't change your dialogue, better change that nightmare you're having. Come on, man. You're a lord. Tell me. I hate you. Oh, I hate you. I'm killing you again, you son of a bitch. Gonna get me with that? Got any cinders? I don't. All right. Let's just get it done. Let's just get it done.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Ashen One, are these eyes?
Cue the
How
music.
gracious of thee, Ashen One. The very things we firekeepers have been missing.
You got eyes though, bitch.
Farewell, mayst thou thy...
Excuse me, low graphics quality option. Let me just remind everybody that these fools been in her head the entire time. I think she is deceiving us. I don't know what about, but you know what I'm saying? She got eyes. I was kind of hoping that, and I don't think it happens, but yeah. If you look at Andre's eyes in the back, he's got eyes peering back. I was hoping the dark eyes would change that, but it didn't. It did not. Alright, let's continue talking.
Welcome home, speak then. Ashen One, my thanks for the eyes thou'st given. But firekeepers are not meant to have eyes. It is forbidden.
Then why do you got eyes?
These will reveal through a sliver of light frightful images of betrayal. A world without fire. Ashen One, is this truly thy wish? Of course. I serve thee and will do as thou bidst. This will be our private affair. No one else may know of this. Stay thy path. Find lords to link the fire, and I will blindly tend to the flame. Until the day of thy grand betrayal.
So, a world without fire. Ain't no fire back at that other Firelink, that's for certain. So perhaps that is a world without fire, and that's where we find these damn pupils.
Ashen One, forgive me if this soundeth strange.
Does sound strange.
The eyes show a world without fire. A vast stretch of darkness. But 'tis different to what is seen when stripped of vision. In the far distance, I sense the presence of tiny flames, like precious embers, left to us by past lords, linkers of the fire. Could this be what draws me to this strangely enticing darkness?
Doubt it.
Ashen One, if thine heart should bend, kill me, and strip these eyes from my person.
Bro, I only started listening halfway through that sentence. Music change. Firekeeper.
I'm truly sorry. But knowest thou not, I cannot die. So please, Ashen One, allow me to serve thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, Ashen One, are these how great the very...
Don't you act all not
Ashen
knowing.
One, but the Ashen... Of course, I this day until Ashen One kill me and strip these eyes from my person. I will return as the Firekeeper I once was, as it has always been. Ashen One, if thine heart kill I as it has always... Farewell mayst thou.
Well, we got us some lore, gentlemen. We got that good music, though. The lore questions. Well, we're gonna pick this up next time, guys. We're just down to Lothar Castle.